Yo, what up, gang? Oh, excuse me. So, let's get right into it. So, today's Saturday. I'm having the day off because I got to do my reset. So, man, so last night. So, they got these construction spots where, you know, I couldn't decide whether it was like a construction spot because it was late at night too. But they had the cones there, so I'm like, I'll park on the side of it. Mind you, bro, it's like I just go to sleep at about like 5:30, you know what I'm saying? I was doing some back testing of some news data. And I was doing a little bit of back testing of news data. And I noticed like there was like that area. So I sat there and I went to sleep around 5:30, bro. Tell me why somebody come knocking on my shit 1 hour later talking about some, yeah, you're not supposed to park in this construction area. Then he wake me up and then he tells me, nah, it's all good, bro. You could just sleep. I know you're trying to sleep. I'm like, bro, dang it. I was like 20 minutes in, maybe 10 minutes into just slumping, like where I just, you know that feeling where you just fall asleep. Bro, nigga woke me up, bro. I was fucked up, bro. I was like, damn. So then I went over to the truck stop because it was already like 7 a.m. by the time I figured out. By the time, it was like probably like 7:30. I was laying down and I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to park here. Somebody else probably going to come bother me. I'm tired of shit, driving all night. So boom, I got up and I drove over to the truck stop, parked at the truck stop, bro. And I nodded off, bro, to like almost 3 p.m. Shit. But then I woke up and I started working on my back testing since like 3 p.m. So then I was back testing for like, I don't know, maybe like 6-7 hours. I did some back testing, good back testing. I got to, analyze my the strategy and really see, what's making it loss, what's making it win, what am I doing wrong, what I'm doing right. But I didn't really get too much information. The third trade I took today, it was actually more or less an investment trade. So the trade was lined up on the weekly time frame, and on the weekly time frame, I had a fat ass stop loss, bro, like 2K pips to get 4K. And it took the back test, in Trezella, bro, fucking 15 months to finish that shit. Oh my goodness, bro. So, but I did get to learn and see, it was also market structure, head and shoulders on the weekly time frame. We had the monthly time frame creating a lower low. And then obviously, daily and all those small time frames just gonna fluctuate. So, I was just like, damn, bro, that would have been a long ass trade. So that allowed me today to acknowledge that, okay, that's like an investment / long-term trade. You feel me? So that allowed me though today to be like, okay, if I'm gonna risk an insane amount of pips, right? If I'm gonna risk an insane amount of pips and I'm respecting the weekly time frame, then that means that it's gonna be, a long-term trade, especially if it's in alignment with the monthly time frame. But I had some other trades where there was a trade I took that was on the daily time frame, and I took a second trade as well because that one lost, right? So it came and wicked me out. And I'm like, it's just a wick out. But after taking a second entry and noticing, it was creating lows and highs. And I know that sometimes, even with the AOI, sometimes there might be a false break, right? That's what I'm learning. And I noticed that. But then I also noticed, okay, wait, I was in this trade for way too long. And there was too much market structure movement going on. So, and then we also had a weekly rejection. So, like those little things right there. Those little things right there are just like, gonna be key, right? So me back testing. And then my mentor's got 1,000,001 trades that he has online. So I go watch. I'm going to be watching those a lot. And then also have his course. So then he has a whole bunch of trades in there as well. So I'm just going to be utilizing all that to really find good stop loss, take profits, entries. I really want to get better stop loss and take profits, because I know that even on that weekly time frame trade, I could have had a better stop loss and take profit. There shouldn't have been no reason why that trade took me as long as it did. So, and then obviously, you know, some of my other trades too, like they're taking a few days just for a 1 to 2. And I'm trying to just see, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see. I had one really, really good trade that I could have had 2 different entries on as well, on the breakout and then the pullback, right? Because the pullback, it was respecting the daily, 4-hour, and the weekly time frame at the same time, bro. So I had that trade right there was a phenomenal trade. Right now, hovering around 60% win rate, only because I try to take a re-entry on a trade that just shouldn't have gotten retooken on, which would have left me around like 80% win rate. Now, I'm not worried about the win rate. I'm worried about the risk to reward and at least staying above a 50%. So risk to reward is good. I just want to see if I can get the length down. Now the length will come. The length will come with the with multiple pairs. So obviously in this one pair, there's not going to be a fucking setup every week or every day, because it's a specific setup. So there's not going to be a setup every week or every day on just one pair. But if I have multiple pairs, I'd be able to find a setup, you know, multiple times. So, and that's something that I'm going to be doing tonight too. Like, I'm going to set up the market, be marking it up tonight, and finding, you know, my setups, and then choosing which setup is the best setup. And then also my mentor has got a live class tomorrow he's going to host. So then I'm going to be able to see what setup he's got lined up and see what I have correlates to what he has. And then that's it. But yeah, guys, I still, and about that class. So today's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday. Tomorrow's Sundays, he has his Sunday swings. So I guess tomorrow he's gonna be doing a live class, and I'm hoping, man, he makes it cheaper, bro. Like, he's like, all right, if y'all didn't get in, I'm gonna make it cheaper, like $2,000 or some shit like that, and I'll get it. But I don't know. I really still don't want to get it, but I might. Let's see. I'm gonna see what he wants to do tomorrow. He says he's got a special announcement tomorrow, so we're gonna see. But like I was telling myself yesterday, bro, like, yeah, I could do it, but at the end of the day, what do I really need to focus on, right? And that is me, you know, continually building, you know, myself into the strategy, but into like more practicing, more testing, more practicing. So I want to show myself I really want it, right? That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm like focused on. Like, you know, even though today's my day off, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I have a movie playing, but I didn't really watch it. I just dead ass sat back there, bro, 7 hours, bro. They say, oh, you know, you were at the computer for 7 hours, but you only really worked for 2 hours or 1 hour. Nah, bro, I was back here studying, back testing for straight up 6-7 hours today. So I didn't even brush my teeth yet, bro. That's how that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm for real. So, and just doing that, it was like, all right, okay, so just got to make sure that I'm staying focused on the task at hand. Just, you know, psychologically, bro, I just want to make sure, like, I'm not, like, not doing something that I don't want to do. You feel me? Like, obviously, bro, it's still discipline. You know, every day I'm not going to fucking watch movies, but I mean, like, you know, on the days where like I got my day off, it's like, all right, I'll throw it on. Or on the days where I'm fucking, you know, on those days where I do like to actually enjoy myself, okay, well, it can be on. But obviously, every day is not going to be acceptable. You know? But it's not like I'm really watching it. It's like it's in the background. I might glimpse at it real quick, but the main focus is just to straight up study. Yeah. But I also did not come up with so yesterday, man, I was talking to myself and I'm like, damn, like, you know, I really want to get this truck, but at the same time, like, what's the reason that I'm going to even need to get a truck for? You feel me? I'm just like, yo, I got a good check here. I'm living good in the truck. You know, it's company truck. I ain't got to worry about shit. And all I got to do is just throw my little office setup in here and just be studying my shit. You feel me? And low key, bro, I don't really need an office setup in the truck, but I don't know, just a little like, I guess like a little incentive. But, and I was also like, you know, my goal is to get that truck, and then it was to pay off the debt, and then it was to be able to have that time once I paid off my debt and saved up money to leave and then trade, right? But then I'm like, damn, well, if I mitigate it, you know, trying to save 10K personal capital, and you know, another thing too is like, okay, I got this truck, and then that's gonna be an extra $30,000 to maybe $60,000 in debt on top of what I already have, which is 40 grand. So we're talking about anywhere from like, depending on how much I get the truck for, $70,000 to $100,000 in debt. So then it's like, if I just didn't get the truck, I'd literally be in this truck still. I can save the money that I would have gotten the truck with, and then put that in my savings, and then like obviously move that car to like a family member that I feel comfortable with, and not worrying about that money. And then it's just like, okay, now all the other money I have, I'm going to invest into my trade. I'm going to invest into paying off my debt still. And then, you know, if worst case scenario in 2 or 3 years, I'm not in the space I want to be, then it's like, okay, all right, we're going to go ahead and continue, and we're going to just pursue a truck instead, right? So I honestly think that's a great idea, and not in the fact that like I don't want my own truck. Of course I do, but in the fact that like if I just dead ass am trying to become a trader and I have all this time every night, how can I mitigate sleep but still be able to do my job well and still be able to trade efficiently? That's where I'm at. So, and that's another reason why I'm like, damn, like that's why I want the G Club shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like this is the only strategy I'm focused on. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And that setup I was telling y'all about, bro, it literally had the head and shoulders on a fucking daily time frame, double top 4-hour time frame, pull back to the neckline and the area of interest on the daily time frame of the double. It pulled up to the neckline of the double top, pulled up to the neckline of the head and shoulders on the daily, pulled up to the area of interest, which was the neckline of both, and then rejected entry candle, bro, at a very good quarter level. Nigga, nasty ass trade, bro. Like, that was a phenomenal trade. And then I got in on a breakout, and the breakout was lined up, and it had an evening star, bearish engulfing, bro. It was a nasty trade, bro. Oh my God, it was nasty. But yeah, so that's where my head is at right now. I haven't made a clear decision. You know, as I am approaching these next 2 months, I will have enough money for it, but I'm probably just gonna grab that $10,000 and save it, and probably about $8,000, and I'm gonna just save it and probably give it to Mama Dukes to just hold it for me, and I'll probably chill. But we'll see, because right now I think that's the best option. I think that's the best idea, but you know what I'm saying, like, patience. But yo, family, y'all already know what to do, man. Thank y'all for checking in with me. You know what I'm saying? Peace to the earth. Peace to the universe. Peace to the guys. And peace to God, family. Y'all already know what to do. I'm gonna fuck with y'all the long way. I'm gonna holla at y'all though. Peace.